sharp objects? Do you like working in sunshine and rain, on hot days or cold days?
Do you personally like dirt tans? If you do, then archaeology is the career for you.
You bet, it's lots of fun digging in the dirt.
That's all I got.
Hi, I'm Jennifer, and today on your HDMG, we're talking about Original Humboldt. Original Humboldt is a lovely 80 acres or 32.5 hectares of land in central Saskatchewan. The land is home to many historic sites, from an 1878 telegraph line to the 1885 Northwest Resistance. George Weldon arrived here in 1878 with his wife Catherine and built the Humboldt Telegraph Station. So although the site was very important as a communications post, its military history is extremely fascinating. Lieutenant Colonel George T. Dennison arrived here on May the 1st in 1885 as a backup to the military campaign that was up at Batoche. Dennison was in command of 460 soldiers here. They were camped here for 2 months in 1885. Dennison found himself in the middle of the prairie and fortified the site by having his soldiers dig trenches. Dennison noted that because the line was routinely cut to hamper communications, Humboldt became the end of the telegraph line. Despite being heavily engaged in the Northwest Resistance, there was actually no active fighting in this area. It was more of a supply and communications depot. We've been excavating since 2009, but we only have a week or two during the summer to carry out that work. The challenge of the site is we need to find where everything is. We need to find where Dennison camped, we need to find the soldiers' tents, and when there is nothing left on the land, that is certainly a challenge. So one of the first things we do is we look through the archival material and look for historical records to see if we can determine exactly where things would be. We then do surface surveys, which means basically you walk across the land and look to see what's left on the surface. So once we've looked at the surface, we also start to look at what's beneath the ground. This includes things like ground penetrating radar to see if we can locate the trenches. We also use survey instruments such as magnetometers to see if we can find the beef bully cans that the soldiers would have left behind. We also do excavations. So we grid out a site, we mark it out, because it's really important to understand where things were found, how they were found in situ, and it helps us to understand the site. We have staff and volunteers help us. We carefully excavate and measure with precision, because a lot of times where we find things are just as important as what we find. Each year we find many exciting things about 1885, but there is still so much more to discover. There are so many stories left to be understood, and so we plan to continue our excavation work. If you do know anything about the original Humboldt land, we would be really excited to chat with you. If you have any questions about original Humboldt, you can leave them down in the comment section. You can also contact us on Facebook or Twitter. If you'd like to keep exploring with us, be sure to subscribe to our channel.